Hey yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome to my yoga time. And today is another short and sweet morning practice. So for this class, I do have one block. If you don't have a block, you can improvise with a thick book or a rolled up towel will do the trick as well. So when you're ready, let's come down onto your back. And we're going to use our prop straight away, coming into our supported bridge pose. So we'll take that block underneath your lower back, underneath your bottom. Now option 1, you'll have the block on the flat side. Option 2, take it to the second height. Keeping in mind, if it's first thing in the morning, your body's not warm, so don't rush to go to the second height, especially if there's any niggling or catching in your lower back. Keep the block nice and low. So from here, we're going to take a hold of your right leg. See if you can interlace your fingers around the thigh. And then we'll inhale to point the toes and exhale to flex. Whenever I'm practicing, I always like to place the very tip of my tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth, keeping the jaw relaxed. So finding a little tone in the back of your throat. It's a purposeful breath. Ujjayi breath. Next exhalation, let's bend the knee. You can take the hands to the shin. And if it feels okay for your back, straighten and relax the left leg. You might even like to gently rock that right leg from side to side very slowly, starting to warm up through the hip. And start to observe the 4 parts to your breath. There's the inhalation, the pause, the exhalation, and the pause. So breathing into the navel here, feel the navel rise as you inhale, up towards the thigh. And pausing there before you exhale slowly. Navel falling towards the spine. And let's change sides, bending the left leg, release the right. We'll take a hold of the thigh, the middle of the thigh if you can. Begin to inhale and point, and exhale to flex. When you're ready, bend that knee. Option to keep the right leg bent or straighten and relax. Observing the breath, moving the body. And let's release this left leg now. Option to straighten and relax both legs or bend both knees. Only here for a couple of breaths. You might even like to float those arms overhead. When you're ready, let's bend those knees. Press into the balls of the feet, lift up the hips and the heels at the same time. Keep those heels nice and high as you remove your block and lower down one vertebrae at a time. When you touch down, cupping the hands over the knees, arms as straight as you inhale, bend the elbows as you exhale. Take longer here if you need it, otherwise we'll cross at the ankles. See if you can hold onto your big toes, and we'll begin to rock and roll forwards and backwards. Eventually coming all the way up to seated. So from here we'll come straight over onto all fours. Let's move into our puppy pose, so keeping those hips up nice and high, extending the arms in front. Option to have those hands as wide as the mat, keeping the arms straight, or elbows a little closer, hands into prayer above the head. Breath awareness here is in the upper body now. And let's inhale to come all the way up. So if you've got the yoga block, take a hold of the block. If you've got the towel, you can practice this one without the prop. So we're going to place the block in between the thighs. Getting ready for your boat pose. A little core work to help ignite that digestive fire. Leaning back now and picking up the feet. You might like to take a mudra through the hands. So if this is too intense, you can practice 1 foot at a time. Or if you'd like something stronger, you can alternate those feet. Just be sure to move with the breath. Well done. Let's lift the arms up, take the heels down, try and drag the heels back towards the hips, squeeze the thighs in on the block, and rotate into your twist. So your backhand here is pressing down and trying to slide away, and the heels are trying to drag back. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, find your boat pose once again. Same options as before, feel free to alternate the feet. Arms up, heels down, and twisting once again. And let's release. We'll take that block to the side. Coming into a cross-legged position now. Right leg in front of the left. Left hand's going to go to the right knee. We'll take the right arm up and over, looking down and taking the breath into the side body. Let's float that right arm down now. Just hover those fingertips above the floor. Bring your gaze forward and just let your ear hang towards your shoulder. So you should be feeling a nice stretch from the jaw down to the collarbone. And let's come back up. From here, take your right hand to the left knee, lean back, round the back. And then lifting those hands up. So bending your left arm. Now if you have any concerns with your shoulders, keep the right arm straight. Make sure you create resistance between the arms and try and bring the shoulder down. Option 2, take your full bind. Bending both elbows, pressing the forearms in towards one another. And let's release. Take the right hand to the left knee, moving into your side bend. Taking your gaze forward now, float that left arm down. Taking the left hand to the right knee, bring the body back to center and then lean back. Reset, bring those arms up. Option 1 is here. Option 2, bending through both elbows. And let's release. So keeping the legs crossed now, though I just want you to take the feet a little further away from one another. So the feet are underneath the knees and you're crossing at the calves. Here is option 1. Option 2, you can stack your right foot on top of your left knee. Now if you're tight in the hips, then elevate the hips. Sit up on a rolled up towel or even your block. So regardless of where you've placed the feet, let's flex the feet, press the feet down. Option 1 is staying upright. Option 2, if you're able to fold forward, do so. Keep the back round and stay high on those fingertips. Feel as though you're sending the right foot to the left and the left foot to the right. And from here, we're just going to walk those hands over to your left. Begin to breathe into the side waist, the outer hip, the lower back. When you're ready, coming back to center and softening into the pose. Maybe you can fold down a little lower. When you're ready, inhale to come out. We'll lean back and just swish those knees from side to side. Changing sides when you're ready, left leg in front, either stacking the feet and the knees, crossing at the calves, or left foot on top of the right. Staying upright or folding forward. Remember to send the feet in the opposite direction. Hands can walk over to the right side. Back to the center. Notice your in-breath expanding the back. Pressing on those lines of tension around the hips. And when you're ready, let's release. Come on up. Once again, we'll just take those knees side to side. And then finding your comfortable seated position. You might like to sit yourself up on your prop, just crossing the legs however is comfortable. And we'll turn the palms up, taking chin mudra, resting the backs of the hands on the knees. Closing the eyes down. Checking the placement of your tongue. Softness in your jaw. As you inhale, let the breath descend and the navel expand. Then when you pause to hold the breath, start to tone the lower belly. Ladies might like to lift the pelvic floor, and we'll keep this tone as you exhale. So the out breath ascends. Then when you inhale, the breath descends. Be soft, receptive to the breath, to the prana. And let's bring those hands to prayer. Raise the hands to the third eye center for clarity of thought. Lower those fingertips to the lips for purity and honesty in our speech. And hands to the heart center for love and compassion in all that we do. Thanks, yogis. Wishing you a lovely day.